we are just coming back after this fantastic performance in front of Bhagwan in Sai Kulwant Hall as an offering to his 90th birthday. And each one of us who were hearing about the symphony, we were thinking how it will be. But today you speak to anyone and they are saying we never thought it had come out so grand. It was a fitting offering on Bhagwan's 90th birthday, and you had this opportunity to be part of it. How does it feel?
Om Sai Ram. It's a great blessing and it's a great honor for us to be part of this, and we were one of the chosen few, and so that's a great thing. And I think Swami chose us to be there on that day, on that occasion, for that occasion, and for that we are ever grateful to Swami for that. Absolutely, it was a wonderful experience. The whole thing. Mike Hurting has given his life to this music for the past 1 year, and we could do what we could do, and I know Swami's just smiling and blessing us.
Being part of the symphony is very unique in the sense, first when we were approached that this symphony is being done as an offering for Swami, we felt so blessed. And then when the music came and Hurting, the way he has developed the violin part was a bit challenging also, and because it is not what we normally do when we play in a Carnatic music concert or what. We don't play different shrutis. We play in one shruti, and but this the composition, the way he has done, we are playing 3 shrutis at the same time, which is very interesting, very challenging. That is very beautiful. And also, when you look at the symphony as a whole, you suddenly find that music is one element which brings people together. I think it is one unifying factor which can play a very big role in bringing in peace. As Swamiji says, love all, love ever, serve ever. Through music, I think we can really unite this world, and Sai Symphony is a wonderful step towards that. So we just hope that it moves forward and more musicians come in and we are able to connect to various people of the world and tell them that music is one element. It's actually, we can say it's a 6th natural element. We have 5 elements, and the 6th one natural. Wow. It is natural. So it brings people together. Music is same through the world. It's a sound which brings in some kind of feel in anybody. So it's a beautiful feeling to be a part of this wonderful, wonderful symphony.
And you performed all over the world. Is it any different performing in Sai Kulwant Hall, in Prashant Nilayam?
Absolutely. What are you saying? There's no doubt about it. It's
because that's where Swami lives, and he's still living there.
It's a different energy altogether. What happens there, it's a different vibration altogether. So there you offer, other places you perform. So that's a totally different feeling altogether. Right?
Experience is very different.
Absolutely different.
Fantastic. Can I ask you, as a musician, when you reflect on music and when you reflect on what made you who you are today, where do you see the work of the invisible hand?
When you say music, the answer is there. It itself is invisible. Music is you can't see music, you only hear and feel it. It is invisible, correct? So divinity is there. That is why it is said that Nadopasana is as Agnivalkya said, Japakoti Guno Dhyan, Dhyanakoti Guno Layaha, Layakoti Guno Ganam, Ganat Paradaram Nehi. Nadam is closest to divinity. That's the 4th dimension. Divinity is the 5th dimension. So, Nadam is a spiritual awakening. If you are a musician, you are already spiritually awake. It is for you to identify yourself with that and become more evolved, more refined, and more defined.
There's something called Deva Bhasha, which we Sanskrit is Deva Bhasha. But there is one Devika Bhasha, that is music.
Wow.
So, when you do music, you're already communicating with... Lord is communicating with you. Actually, you're trying to do something, but Lord is communicating with you, which you will have to understand as a musician, as a listener.
Yes.
Because when I play something, I perceive music differently. But when it's communicated to you, you can perceive it in 100 different ways. So how you perceive that sound, that is where God lives. That's where the communication is God.
That's why all great spiritual leaders say that receive, be a receiver, don't block yourself. Divinity always is giving you, blessing you. Be a receiver, that will transmit. Receive the transmission.
It is like, it is all sound. Your guru gives you a mantra to chant. Okay? When you chant, you just close your eyes and keep chanting. First, you chant loudly. Then, the more you get meditative, you chant inside. Okay? It's the same thing with music. You're chanting music. You're chanting each note. Each note is like a bijakshara. The 7 notes are like bijakshara. The more you sing them, the more siddhi it will get you.
Bhagwan used to always say Shabda Brahmamayi, like everything is Brahman. Every note is Brahman.
Yeah, absolutely.
In fact, as you were talking about connecting to God through music, Swami used to always say how God is Bhava Priya and Gana Priya. And when I reflect on Bhagwan's life, I can see so clearly, you could... even in a very physical plane, when he was in the physical form, you could see that the easiest way to win the Lord's heart was through music.
Yeah.
You could so easily reach, you might have to do so much of service perhaps to get his attention. But if someone else just sang one song soulfully, next moment you do not know, Swami might have just materialized something and he'll give you. He just cannot resist.
Absolutely.
And we cannot forget his 69th birthday when we played at the ashram. We wanted to have the interview, so after the concert he was blessing us. We told him, Swamiji, we want to have your darshan tomorrow. He said, come, sit in the crowd, I'll ask you to come. So we went for the interview, and there he said, looking at us, you don't have to worry about anything in life because you are musicians. Your music makes many people happy. That happiness will take care of you. You have made me happy. That will take care of you. What more blessing you want.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Wow.
Oh, unforgettable words. We had one of the rarest experiences of our life. Meeting Swamiji was like that.
And after that you have come to Parthi many times?
Yeah. He had come to Bangalore where we played specially for him one concert in Bangalore, Chavdiya Memorial Hall. And we came to Parthi twice after that. And then we have been blessed by his darshan quite a few times. So very lucky that way.
So what are those cherishable moments when you think about Bhagwan and the time that he has given you?
No, don't say it in past tense. He's always present.
Wow.
Because we felt His presence even on that day when you were performing. We will feel His presence today when we are performing. It will be there.
I mean, when we are talking about it, it is because of His presence that we are talking about Him, because He is there.
Because you feel His presence, when people listen to a music that comes from there, people also feel connected.
Absolutely. I mean, that's what, it's He is communicating with everybody through music.
Just coming back to the symphony, how has this experience been in terms of this symphony being a coming together of so many elements? You have a chorus, you have Indian percussion, you have Western percussion, you have Western music, and you have lovely Indian vocal. You have Debashish sir on the slide guitar. It's coming together of so much of varieties and genres of music.
See, that's what it's. Music can unite and connect people.
That's why we say unity in diversity. This is the best example.
Best example for it. Perfect. Correct. It is the example of India.
Yeah, true. It's an example
of India, of the world. Because
the world,
on that day, Srinivasan sir was saying, people from 16 countries are there in the orchestra. So think about it. It's amazing. It's a global thing.
And we all speak one divine language, music.
Wow. And it ends with love all, serve all. What is the most cherishable moment that you will treasure from performing in Prashanthi?
Love. What else? Love and blessings.
Fantastic. Thank you very much.
Thank you.